Hey guys, my name is Tim Schmoyer, and I want to talk with you guys about some of the ways that smart TVs might be changing our industry here on YouTube and how we interact and engage and develop our audiences here with our video content. I'm going to link to an article below from All Things D, and basically it is showing a couple different graphs that are showing just how much smart TVs purchases are continuing to grow and escalate over the past year. In fact, 2012 was the highest rate that we've seen of TV purchases, and it looks like going forward into 2013, as TVs continue to get smarter and they continue to have more and more functionality, and they do more things better connected to the internet and all that kind of stuff, we're going to see a lot more of these purchases being made even during the recession. And so what I'm thinking about is, okay, if people are going to be watching our content more and more on big screen TVs compared to mobile devices or desktop computers, what difference does that make for those of us who are video creators? And I think there's 7 ways that I just thought of initially. If there's more, I'm sure there are. I want to hear from you in the comments below. Number 1, I don't think we can rely on annotations anymore to communicate something or to facilitate interaction or engagement, because they don't work on smart TVs, nor do they work on mobile devices either. So we have to be really intentional about saying things and showing things visually on the screen and not just relying on annotations. Number 2, I think interaction is going to become way more difficult because there's no easy way on it if they're watching on a TV for them to comment. They can give it a like, thumbs up and stuff like that. But it's going to be really difficult, with the exception of if they've had a mobile device paired to their TV, and then they can control what videos they're watching on the TV from their mobile device, and then also comment and like and share and do all that kind of stuff on there. And if you guys missed the video, I gave you a complete walkthrough tutorial about how to do that. I'll link up to that video below, so you can go check that out if you want to see exactly how to do that. And I think it would be maybe even wise to encourage our viewers to do that if they're going to watch on their TV. That way we can continue to interact with them like normal. Number 3, I think sharing is almost impossible if they're watching on a smart TV, because like Facebook and Google Plus and Twitter and Tumblr, like those aren't integrated into those smart TV apps. So basically they have to watch it and then they can move on to the next video in their playlist or in their queue. Number 4, watching video content on the television makes it really easy for the viewing session to become way more passive than when it's on a desktop. In fact, people refer to this in this industry as lean-in experience, which is on like a desktop computer. If you're watching internet video like on YouTube, people tend to lean forward in their chairs and put their elbows onto their desk and kind of become more immersed into the video. Whereas if people are watching on a television, that's called like a lean-back experience, because people are probably playing on other devices or they're doing other things and they just kind of have the TV going. So it's a much more like passive experience. And so I kind of like it that people have a lean-in experience, hopefully with online video, and I'm kind of bothers me a little bit. I don't know, it worries me that that would change from being a lean-in experience to becoming a lean-back experience. But on the flip side, and this is number 5, we might see audience retention scores go up, because the same thing is true on a television, I'm assuming, as would be true on a mobile device. People have less distractions, there's less video thumbnails enticing for them to click away from your content like there are on the desktop version of YouTube, and so audience retention tends to be a lot longer on a mobile device, and I'm guessing hopefully that would be same thing would be true on a television. However, it could also be true on a television because they're just passively watching and they could click play but leave the room or be doing something else and not really watching your content. Even though you get high retention scores, it might not actually review high eyeball retention score, if that makes sense. Number 6, and I think this is just kind of a gimme, recording in 1080p and recording high quality audio, unlike I am doing right now, is going to be very important if people are going to be watching these in all their HD glory and have nice speakers and sound systems hooked up to them. You want to make that content as enjoyable and pleasurable as possible. And number 7, you can't really refer your viewers to click on links in the description below or refer them to information you put down there, because finding that right now on a smart TV is really, really difficult. It's really cumbersome. Now, hopefully, as smart TVs get smarter and YouTube can develop the apps more, especially how televisions interact with mobile devices in people's hands while they're sitting in front of the television, I can expect that maybe a lot of this will get better in the future. But as of right now, it's really not the ideal viewing situation for those of us who are trying to engage our audience and trying to interact with them and elicit feedback and all that kind of stuff. I'd love to hear from you guys what you think some of the impact that smart TVs will have have on our audience development and the content that we make here on YouTube and all that. Comment below and let me know. I'd love to interact and dialogue with you guys there. Also, if it's your first time hanging out, make sure you subscribe. I'm continually talking about news and things and changing happening in the online video industry and what that means for those of us who are online video creators. So make sure you click that subscribe button. Got a lot of awesome stuff coming for you guys, like Google Hangouts and an ebook and a whole bunch of stuff. So make sure you also check us out on Facebook and all the other links there below, Google Plus and all that kind of stuff for sure. So looking forward to hanging out with you guys more, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye.